What's poppin' YouTube? D Harfield TV. Welcome back to the channel. David Benavidez, man, the Mexican monster strikes again, man. That was a beautiful performance by him. First, I want to say hats off to Demetrius Andrade. You know what I'm saying? Both of these guys were like, nobody wanted to fight both of them, and they both stepped up to the plate and, you know, gave the fans what they wanted to see. So shout out to him for that. In my prediction, I had Boo Boo possibly. I had Boo Boo winning a close decision. If he didn't gas out and he lasted longer than Caleb Plant, you know, I thought that he would be able to outpoint David Benavidez. But it seemed to me that he gassed out quicker than Caleb Plant did. I think he should have started a little later. I think he should have took like at least like the first 2-3 rounds to, you know, not really throw too many punches and download data and stuff like that. But that's not really the way Demetrius Andrade fights. So, you know, he came out, he made his presence felt in the first round, you know what I'm saying? And he just started to slow down, you know, the pressure from David Benavidez was just a little bit too much. And David Benavidez ended up scoring the 6-round TKO. It was a corner stoppage. He got a nice knockdown towards the end of the 4th round. It was actually the same kind of punch that Canelo ALVAREZ dropped Jermell Charlo with. But Canelo kind of set it up with the jab first. You know, he threw his jab out there, you know, as a distractor, and he came over the top with the right hand, and he caught Jermell Charlo like right through his guard. And this is what I want to say. I don't understand why fighters keep wanting to use this like kind of half Philly shell type defense. Like it clearly doesn't work all the time. Like Caleb Plant, he even dropped Caleb Plant like that. Caleb Plant had his, you know, hand up like this, you know, put both them hands up and, you know, catch them punches, use them both. You know what I'm saying? But the Mexican monster, it was pretty much the same thing. He dipped down and he came over the top with the right and, you know, hit Boo Boo Andrade. And it was a clean, hard punch. You know, you can see in the slow motion, the replay, you know, his eyes were like kind of all over the place. And it was just bad after that. He never recovered. I feel like it should have been stopped a little sooner. I feel like before that round ended, that fight should have been stopped. But luckily, the people in the corner of Boo Boo Andrade, they decided to stop the fight. And I feel like that was a great stoppage because you don't want to see people taking too much damage in there. You know, he was taking a lot of damage, but he's a warrior. You know, he fought back, and you know, shout out to him for that. But the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, he retained his, what was it? The interim WBC super middleweight title. He retained his title. And it's just the pressure that he brings to fighters. You know, the physical, it's like wears you down mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't really get your clean shots off, and you know, he's just hounding you and hounding you and hounding you, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of a hard thing to deal with. I believe that I was kind of doubting David Benavidez still. You know what I'm saying? Up until this fight right here, he proved to me that he is the baddest man at 168. At least I think so now. But at the press conference, you know, they called out Canelo ALVAREZ again. Like, you can't keep running. It's time to get the fans what they want. I believe Benavidez was once his mandatory for like a long period of time, and you know, he never took the fight. So I believe it's time, man. It's nowhere else to go. It's nowhere else to go, Canelo. Saul, there's nowhere else to go, man. You gotta fight this man. what I will say is I do want to see David Benavidez versus Morrell too. I believe that that will be a very, very interesting fight. But yeah, man, to wrap this up, man, David Benavidez, he got the 6-round TKO. And he retained his title, and he's calling out Canelo Alvarez, and it's time. It's time to make the fight, man. But that's all I got for y'all.